Salute, 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 everybody. Happy Thursday. I hope you guys are having a blessed Thursday out there, okay? I appreciate everybody for hitting that like button. Everybody just came in to dialogue about this story. The Mackenzie Shriller, The Crash on Netflix, is the number one show right now all around the world. It's number one. Not number two, number one, all around the world. Everyone is interested in hearing about this car crash that took place July the 31st, 2022. And I must say that it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to digest. Um, the interviews with the cellmates, the jail calls, the narrative, the enablers. It's really baffling, and I understand why it's number one around the world, because watching it and the accountability that it's not being taken, it's so much with this story. She said, I watched it. It's a lot to digest. Yes, it is, Jasmine. It really is. It really is. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, research, scholarship, and educational purposes. It's something that we can all take away from this. I'm going to be showing clips from True Crime this week. He just did an interview with the father. Also, Bougie Behind Bars, shout out to her. And Shirilla the Killer. Shirilla the Killer is what they named this page of a clip I'm going to be showing. Hey, Barbie. Hey, Goddess. What's going on, little sis? Hey, Belinda. Hey, Latasha Jackson. Hey, Brinley. And hey, Jasmine. I don't know if Anna's going to be joining, but I do want to share some things that Anna, because I haven't heard from her today. The parents are weird as hell. You hear me? The mother is disgusting. I'm going to read some stuff. We're going to talk about some stuff, but the mother is definitely weird. The father is weirder. The text messages are crazy, Jasmine. I don't know where to go with this case. I don't know if to stick to the text messages. I don't know if to stick to the phone calls. Hey, Smurf, baby. I really don't know what part to stick with, because it's so much. The text messages are crazy. I don't understand it. Let me say that. Hey, something sweet. How you doing? Happy Thursday, sis. We're gonna get right into it, you guys. I do got a YouTube Go of 5. It's a incentive given to content creators by YouTube. If you guys don't help me, help mine reaching that. Also, you can support by Cash App. You can support by grabbing a membership, however you see fit, and it does start at $1. Okay. Hey, Sherry. Hey, Mui, baby. Let me see if I can get these messages really quick, guys, because I really want to. So we want her, because the girl that does it, I dropped her link in the chat. Naja the Great over there on TikTok. Shout out to you as well. I dropped hers. Hey, Unavailable. How you doing? I dropped Naja the Great. She's on TikTok. I dropped her link because she has a lot of the text messages, but I had Time Warp go through another TikTok lady, and her name's Angel. And okay, I think I got him. I think sis got him for me. Hey, Summertime, what's going on? You don't change your name, Summertime. Thank you, Smurfette. Thank you. Hybrid, what's going on, baby? All right, let's get into this first clip, because this is important to me. It wasn't just a crash. It wasn't just a crash. I love you too. I miss you too. This was a life of an evil child. A child that has been enabled. Very demonic. Prostitution allegations, which we're gonna see that in messages. Drugs. Selling of drugs. And it's crazy. It's so much to the story that Again, it's a lot to take in. And you just can't cover it in a day and be like, y'all be lost. Hey, Cut, what's going on? So I want to get into this first clip. Then I want to read some of these messages. I want you guys to hear messages. We're gonna get into this father interview. We're gonna get into the jail mate, the jail girlfriend, the jail mate. We're gonna get into her interview, and I want to read what Anna told me. I want to read what Anna had posted. This is how I got in touch with Anna. And shout out to Anna. Shout out to Anna because I sent her the link to come. I see she sees the link. So Anna, if you can join me, that's fine. This is how I got to find Anna when I was looking up everything. And she said I was in prison at ORW where Mackenzie Shirilla is currently locked up. I was there when she got there. But Mackenzie Shirilla said to me on the yard on 2 different occasions, the devil made me do it. And also, she was trying to unalive herself, but they resuscitated her to blame her for unaliving Dom. Y'all heard what she said? The devil made her do it. The devil made her do it. And she said that they resuscitated her in her sick little evil mind. Hey, Vibrant, they resuscitated her to blame her for unaliving Dom. Now, she ain't mentioned Davion. She's not mentioned Davion at all. But they brought her back to life to blame her for unaliving Dominique. She said she also showed us her scrapbook, something everyone makes of the people they care about and the people they meet in prison. And she made a drawing of a brick wall with the graffiti, boom. Remember yesterday we saw the father. Hey, God, shouts blessing. Hold on, y'all. It was Anna. She said she made a drawing of a broken brick wall with graffiti, boom, in the broken bricks, and a little devil girl standing by the bricks. Also, there were no pictures of Dom and Davion in her scrapbook. Hashtag the crash. Hashtag the crash. Remember, her father goes to that interview. I can tell by listening, this is deep already. Remember, the father does an interview, him and his mother on the Netflix documentary. And he has boom with this same emoji that my girl Anna, that was locked up with Mackenzie, has shown on her post. And this is before Crash comes out. This is before the documentary hits that Anna shared this. Let's get into it. Yes, the t-shirt said boom. I want to show you guys this so y'all can be on the same wavelength with me. Y'all see the little emoji where she said the boom? Right there. And Anna also said, listen what she said. She said, and she made a drawing of a broken brick wall with graffiti boom in the broken bricks and a little devil girl standing by the bricks. A little devil girl, you guys. Hey, Miss Jamila. A little devil girl standing by the broken brick wall. So I want us to keep that in mind. And I want us, hey, Candy sis, and I want to play this. I know. Hey, Time Warp. Hey, Jemiah, baby. What's going on, Time Warp? Thank you for the messages, baby. Thank you.
like she doesn't have no. She would always post on her TikTok as if she bought the designer, and she would be like calling out other people, trying to call them broke with her stuff and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, she's just kind of like an all over.
Did she have money?
She didn't have no job. I mean, she worked with my stepsister at Dunkin' Donuts for a little bit. That's all I know. And then I think she was trying to.
There also appeared to be a mysterious source of income. Mackenzie was spending thousands of undocumented dollars on designer clothing, and she wasn't hiding it either, openly bragging about it online. Police managed to gain access to her phone. What they uncovered didn't just explain her mysterious source of income, it also hinted at something far more disturbing. After decrypting Mackenzie's phone, investigators discovered several photos of her posing with large sums of cash, despite having no documented job or known source of legitimate income. They also found fake IDs, seemingly intended to help her pass as an adult. But most concerning was a Snapchat conversation dated July 22nd, 2022, in which Mackenzie quoted $1,000 for pictures and $2,500 for an in-person meeting to do, quote, anything you want.
What? Hey, Tanika, baby. She said 1,000 for pictures. 1,000. You're selling yourself. You're selling yourself. That's why it was so much that to this case, I was like, wait, did I see prostitution? Did I see this? Did I see this? Did I see that? And let me take it back for you guys a little bit, just to hear what she's saying you can get for the money, guys.
2nd, 2022, in which Mackenzie quoted $1,000 for pictures and $2,500 for an in-person meeting to do, quote, anything you want. Taken together, the materials painted a deeply troubling picture.
Always at a hotel. In the messages that I'm going to read from her, for her and her father that we're going to listen to together, always at a hotel. At the age of 16. And remember, July the 22nd, 2022, the crash was on July the 31st, 2022. Not 2,500. Hey, King, it sounds like she was schizo. Oh, King, it's worse, honey. It's one thing to stand by your child, but wrong is wrong and right is right. As a parent, you should know your child, and this, in my opinion, and this girl was a mess. Not 2,500. Yeah, she said 25. Not 1,000 for pictures. Not 1,000 for the pictures. Hey, Love Jones. It's just crazy.
Mackenzie was arrested and charged with the murders of Dominic Russo and Davian Flanagan.
Hi, Mackenzie. Step out for me. You're under arrest for aggravated murder ×2.
This was not reckless driving. This was murder.
In August of 2023, Mackenzie was convicted on 12 counts, including murder. She was sentenced to 2 concurrent life terms, which makes Mackenzie eligible for parole after 15 years. Mackenzie Shirilla is serving her sentence at the Ohio Reformatory for Women.
Now that Mackenzie in this picture is not the Mackenzie that's doing her 15 minutes of fame, speaking out. No. Hey, Tammy Cooper, what's going on? Her dad, we're going to get into him. We're going to listen to him. Hey, Tammy, what's going on, sister? Thank you, Mui, baby. I love you and I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Let's get into her dad was a hot mess talking about. I asked her if she did it and she said no. And well, that's good enough for me. That's what he said. I'm side-eyeing the mother, the mama, baby. Hey, Bo, what's going on? Let me read some stuff that her mother got a free, and y'all heard that if y'all remember yesterday when I did the live, the mother was her manager. Come to find out, her mother's the manager of her Instagram, Facebook. And the mother says, let me get it. Anna just texted me, guys. She's handling something really quick. Where is this? Where is it at? She's got Free Mackenzie. Free Mackenzie Shirilla. She's got a Free Mackenzie Shirilla group. I didn't know it was this deep. Oh, yeah, it's deep. Yeah, her manager. So she's got the Free Mackenzie group on Facebook. And she said, if you can help her fight to set the record straight, that would be amazing. Thank you to those who have donated publicly and privately through the PayPal account. As always, we appreciate all you for supporting her. She needs our help. They're gaining. They're gaining. She wanted Kim Kardashian to come. It's so many videos out there where they're trying to get gain. And she said, it's even a phone call where she said, honey, we made the Today Show. And she was like, stop lying. Stop lying. Hey, sweet honey, please watch the documentary on Netflix. This was wild. She said to her daughter, you guys, now that we made it to the Today Show. She said, well, stop lying. And she said, well, they didn't air it, but they did publicize it. So it's an article from the Today Show. She said, we're getting there. We're getting there. Getting where? Where are they getting? Where are they getting? Because 2 young men are dead because of Mackenzie. And we're bragging on making it to the Today Show articles. You can't make it up. 1 second, guys. Let me shut this door. She said, if videos are used against her, then let's share some too. If this is irrelevant, but others aren't, then you need to ask yourself, why is that okay? I want to get into the video that she's speaking on. She said, these people are sick, very. I want to get into the video that the mother is talking about on her Facebook page, the Free Mackenzie Shirilla page. This is the video that she wants everybody to see. She says, since Mackenzie is basically being aired out and her stuff, let's talk about this one.
Looked a lot different. I started my degree in 1986 and
do not speak a fucking word. If any, we're getting a meeting.
It said Mackenzie Shirilla asked mom to send 7/21/22 video of Dominique Rousseau driving and yelling at her to the lawyer. I don't know why they were speaking to a lawyer at this moment, what was going on. It seems like she stayed in some shit. Hey, Natisha, what's going on? These people are sick. I believe that Mackenzie is the niece of my daughter's teacher. Several students asked her, but she never answered the question. Probably so. What's going on, Miss Gemini? Kim isn't even a lawyer. She must have been watching Kim on Hulu series because she is a lawyer on that. Glad you're covering this case. It got me in my feelings. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, this really got me in my feelings too. This is crazy. But this is the video. And remember, on July the 22nd, she said 1,000 for pictures, 2,500. You can do whatever you like. You can do whatever you like with me on the 22nd. This is the 21st. It was a lot going on. It was Dominique was involved in some things. It's alleged that she was messing with Davion. I haven't got there. I haven't seen those messages yet, but I do got messages of her and Rosie. The messages with her and her father. After I play this clip, I want to get into some. I want to ask the father something. Let me get into it because I think I want to do the messages first. So inappropriate things that. And I get it that some people spoil their children. I get it. I guess everybody got different relationships. But for the life of me, this was different kind of relationship through these text messages. And I want y'all to hear it. She took their lives and the nerve to look for sympathy. Absolutely. Absolutely. She's just a nasty little helper. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Let's get into the text messages. And I want y'all to hear her asking her dad to, are you going to rub my feet when I get home? Go warm me up some milk. And I was like, rub your feet? Begging to stay with Dom. The dad said, no, I'm staying anyway. I'm at the hotel. I'm going to come get you. No, you're not. Talking to him. He said, don't talk to me like that. I'll talk to you in kind of fucking way I like. It's crazy. It is crazy. Shout out to Janae the Great over there on TikTok. Let me play it for you. Little 304 shaking my head. Girl, and so much more. So much more. Gosh. I had never been so disturbed. That TMZ video showed the entire accident. I wish they took it down. Y'all go make sure y'all follow Naja the Great over there on TikTok. Let me play these messages for you guys so y'all can just get a little concept of what I'm talking about when it comes to these messages. And she talks kind of fast, so let me kind of turn this up so y'all can.
Text messages. If you missed the other part, you have to go back to my page and watch those so you can understand the context of what I'm talking about. I just want to touch on the basis on the last couple of messages I said. You want to get her.
Hold on, that was part 4. Going to her page. And I did share her link in the chat, you guys, but this is Naja the Great. Shout out to you, Naja, for sure. I think this starts the fathers. Is this her and Dom?
Okay, so.
Okay, that's her and Dom.
Okay, we're going to take a break from her.
That's her and Rosie.
Okay, y'all, we're going to get to.
That's Dominique's mom. She's got a lot, you guys.
Okay, a lot of people have messaged me and they wanted me to do the messages with Mackenzie and her dad. So we're in the text messages with that. And mind you, this is starting from January 4th, 2020. She's around 15. The way she talks to her dad is absolutely absurd, okay? So I can understand the way she...
It is. The way she talked to her daddy, they text messages is almost like me to Shane. You know what I'm saying? In some parts, it's like you texting your dude, not your dad.
Texting Dom, gaslighting him, and things of that sort. The way she talked to her parents is absolutely crazy. So let's get into it. I'm going to have to make a part 2, but let's get as much through as we can right now. So starting off with Mackenzie, she said, are you up? Is mom up? And I stayed till 2:30. Dad, can you make me warm milk? Her dad said, sorry, just seeing this, you still want milk. Mackenzie says, can you answer? Can you?
Don't forget she just said, can I stay out till 2:30 a.m.? Can I stay out till 2:30 a.m.? And by the way, can you make me a warm cup of milk? 2:30. He didn't say, sorry, I'm just now seeing this. Do you still want a warm cup of milk? No, you can't stay out till 2:30. Hey, Mouthpiece, what's going on, bro? No, you can't stay out till 2:30. Bump the milk. No, you can't stay out till 2:30. You need to get home. But he didn't say that. He said, you still want, he said, okay, I'm just now seeing this, baby. You still want that warm cup of milk?
Make me warm milk. He said, okay. Mackenzie says, thank you. Thanks. When you come in, be quiet. He said, worst hamburger ever. She said, ew, one of the kids wasn't eating it. So I asked why. He said, they're terrible. So I tried one, and he was correct, and then some. LOL. WTF is that? She sent the picture. Seed. Her dad said, you be careful. Watch what you drink and smoke. Call me first if there is a...
The daddy said, you be careful. Watch what you drink and watch what you smoke. Be careful, though. 2:30 in the morning. Just be careful. Watch what you drink and watch what you're smoking on now. 2:30 a.m. for a girl in school. I know you lying. Her parents didn't care. They seen the money she was bringing in. Sad. The parents was letting her do what she wanted to do. She felt very entitled. And listen to what he said. Watch what you drink. Watch what you smoke. Because she said seed. What, seeds in the weed? What? Because for you to respond back, watch what you drink. Watch what you smoke. Listen how she's talking to her mother on the jail calls with the cursing and disrespect. As talking about the men and shit. It's the talking about the men, the grown men, 49 years old men and shit. She's like, what'd he say? The mama's going, what'd he say? What'd he say?
So I can come help. Okay? Check that out. She then says, okay, XOXO. Her dad said, you are not to spend any night at the boy's house ever. This will never happen again. Are we clear? Mackenzie said, when are you going to be home? She completely ignored all of that. Mind you, she always on her phone when she texting them, so I'm pretty sure she's seen that. Her dad then said, any idea when you'll be done? I'm picking you up. She said, soon come.
What's she doing? Any idea when you'll be done? Doing what? What we doing at 2:30 in the morning? The parents said she had a medical condition, but they let her drink and smoke and stay out late. Come on. What's she doing at 2:30? Let me know when you done. When she's done what? Having sex? When she's done smoking and drinking? Because ain't that much smoking and drinking in the world at 2:30 in the morning. On a weekday. On a weekday. Hey, Tracy, baby. My question is why the parents ain't getting drugs by the edges of the poor parents. And if it had been us, the media would have been drugged for dear life. She acted like the parents were more of her friends than parents. Hey, Paris, baby, what's going on? She doing something. She doing something. She ain't got no. It's him. Mouthpiece, it's the father for me saying, let me know when you almost done doing what you doing so I can pick you up. What? Let you know when. What? Listen, y'all.
Now. He said, Kay. She said, hurry, too. I'm in pain. He said, here, out front. Hey, come.
She said, come down. I'm in pain. Let me take it back just a smidge, y'all. Let me take it back just a smidge.
WTF is that? She sent the picture. Seed. Her dad said, you be careful. Watch what you drink and smoke. Call me first if there is a problem so I can come help. Okay? Check that out. She then says...
Because so you can come help what, though? I'm confused about the father. So you can come and help what? Call me if you need me so I can come and help. Help with what? Did y'all know she was sleeping with men for money? Because that's what I'm getting out of this. I'm getting that she was at that hotel handling her business, making money, selling her body allegedly. Because you're coming to help her with what? Besides, it should have just been picking me up. Right? Hey, Aletta. I mean, I bet she was supporting their habits, man, say. Movie say.
Okay, XOXO. Her dad said, you are not to spend any night at the boy's house ever. This will never happen again. Are we clear? Mackenzie said, when are you going to be home? She completely ignored all of that. Mind you, she always on her phone when she texting them, so I'm pretty sure she's seen that. Her dad then said, any idea when you'll be done? I'm picking you up. She said, soon, come now. He said, Kay. She said, hurry. 2, I'm in pain. He said, here out front, hey, call my cell when you're done, okay? Not house phone. She said, okay.
He said, call my cell phone when you get done, not the house phone. I'm out front. Text me when you get done. Get done what? How am I outside? You're done when I pull up, correct? Hey, precious sis. Aren't you done? Once I pull up, you supposed to be coming out. Or wherever you was, you're supposed to be coming out. It ain't no, I'm outside. Call me when you get done. I'm out front. I think the dad and Dom were allegedly business partners.
Can you rub my feet? Her dad.
She said, can you rub my feet? Wait a minute. She done told him she's staying out till 2:30. Oh, and by the way, make me a warm glass of milk. Now we into foot rubs. She said, don't make me get out this MF and car. Hold up. Was the dad pimping or some mouthpiece? I mean, you know, to us, we gonna call it out like we see it and hear it. We gonna call it out how we see it and we hear it. Not can you rub my feet? At 2:30 in the morning. Ain't no rubbing no feet, a cold glass of milk, because I don't think they're going to be rubbing his wounds. Mine's. After I tear their ass up, that's the only thing my kids is going. I ain't rubbing a damn thing. I'm whooping some shit, but I ain't rubbing a damn thing. But she want her feet rubbed. You rubbing my feet? She said, rub her feet. What her and her dad had going on. Dad was so happy about her rug use. He lost his job, her drug use. Yeah. Say what now? Her feet. I'm done. Yes. Oh yeah, they knew everything. They knew exactly what she was doing. What the what? Yeah. Hey, Natty. I'm just saying. That was too comfortable, right, Sonya? Too comfortable. No, I ain't never said my kids ain't had a fever and my kids ain't been grown and so I rub the alcohol on their arms. I rub their back down with alcohol. I rub their legs. I ain't rubbing no feet.
And said, I do love you, and I did not say anything about Dom when you were leaving with Mom. Please let them help you at the hospital. Come home, please. I love you. Your choice. Just come home. When are you coming home? You are not going to be in trouble or get punished. She then texts back and says 6:30.
What time you coming home? You not going to be in trouble. We done went from 2:30, 6:30. 6:30. I'll be home about 6:30. You not going to be in trouble. What time you going to be home? Me asking you, no, it ain't no what time you going to be home. Bring it ass. Because if I come, ain't going to be no warm milk. Ain't going to be no feet massage. It's your choice. We're going to do it. Either way it goes, it's going to be bad. Right? Hey, Aqualine. When they are 4 years old and sick, LOL facts. Put them onions in the sock to drain that fever. You heard me? I love a good foot rub, but I ain't never asked my father. Facts, they treated her, Natisha said facts, they treated her like a friend rather than a child. She didn't have any discipline, no accountability, no nothing. She definitely was with a man. Yeah, she was with a man. Tracy, I know you doggone lying. She said, please come home. He begged her, please come home. What time you coming home? Well, since you know you messing with me and shit, I'm gonna go on stay on. I'll be home about 6:30. I'm grown and I don't even come in at 6 in the morning. Hey, you hear me, Tanika? I feel like she definitely is with the man changing the time and she wanted to come home. I'm just saying. I guess when you paying the bills, you can call the shots. Love yours. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if they had a summer job. I don't care if my kids was working, and it still rules in the home. Cause see, when you want to stay out that late, you got to get your own. When you want to come and go as you please, that's when you get your own. Yeah, ain't no bargaining. Bring your ass home and get the switch. Whole action when she said with her TikTok name again. Man, what's her TikTok name again?
He said, Kay. She then texted and said, will you make me warm milk? The dad then says, just saw this. Do you still want it? She said, no. Dad said, sorry, my phone was dead. Mackenzie then said, Dad, can I please sleep over Dom's tonight? I won't ask for a while. I just want a night with friends. Please let me tonight. It will make me really happy. Please, Dad, I just want a night away from home. So she tells Dom, I hate my house, all of this stuff. Then she tells her dad, I just want a night away from home. Did he just tell her you can't sleep with no boys ever? So why are you asking? And you completely ignored those messages. But back to it. He said, don't argue about it. It's a no. No, sorry. Mackenzie, please let me, Dad. Can't. I'm not doing this with you. Sorry, the answer is no. Please just accept my wishes and do what your mother and I say. Please don't turn this into anything that could cause me to come get you now, okay? She said,
you can stay out as late as you want. Just don't, yeah, I might as well let her stay at this point. I'm confused. Absolutely, Passion. Natty, absolutely. I don't want my 17-year-old with a 20-year-old, no way. Man, sweet honey. I mean, at the hours of these messages, please don't make it hard and harder than hell. She had it easy. What did she have hard? Let her stay out at this point. Y'all letting her say she's coming in by 2:30. Now she's saying 6:30. I don't understand at this point. Let her stay. There was no parental guidance. Can't say she wasn't raised right because by the looks of things, she wasn't raised. Vanessa said, on top of all of this, they have that secret language. Who has a secret language? Unless you're doing something you need to hide from others. The whole family is definitely where. Vanessa, you are so correct, Vanessa. Because when she said seed, and he said, go back to when she said seed, and he said, well, be careful what you drinking and smoking. Yeah. And then man, love yours. Hey, it's all taking me out. I was going. I'm just thinking of the crash. I didn't know all this other shit was happening. I really just didn't know all this other stuff was taking place, y'all. I really honestly didn't. Thank you, Deborah. Please, oh hell no, somebody lying to me. Mouthpiece, I don't forgot who was the parenter. Mouthpiece, all together, bruh. I don't know who's what
you give me spray paint. She completely ignored what her dad said. But can you give me spray paint, blue, hot, pink, and purple? Like right now, please.
Wait a minute. Absolutely, Dadon. We don't went from a cup of milk. Hey sis, what's going on, Divinely? We don't went from a cup of milk to a foot massage to this time of morning. She telling him to go out and get us some blue, purple, and pink body spray. And I do mean right now. I know you lying to me. I know you lying to me. Wait. Hold up. In the midst of begging to stay out after you already told him, and y'all done went from 2:30 to 6 o'clock in the morning. Hey, Sharon, I'm great. How are you? Happy Thursday. Are y'all listening to am I the only one hearing this and going? Vanessa, I get what you're saying about those secret colors. What you need with body paint this time of morning? And why are you talking to your father about pink, purple, and blue body paint and not your mother, what type of conversation? Because at this point, I'm sick to my stomach. At this point, I'm sick to my stomach. I'm baffled. Because I'm trying to understand what the hell y'all really got going on. Because I need this to be looked into more. And for you to be working at that Christian school with them children to the father, I hope that those kids get questioned, because this is giving me some horrible vibes. I don't like it. She said, nah, this is sickening. These parents ain't ish. I'm listening, Miss Park, okay? Vanessa said, right. It's giving he's the handler. Absolutely. This is crazy. It is crazy.
Can you make me warm milk? Can you make me milk? He said, can you do it now? Can you make me milk? Text me when it's done and I'll come back. Why would you leave?
It's the text me warm milk to keep saying. He's like, okay, if you make my warm milk, I'll come back. What's the slang in the warm milk? I ain't going. I just ain't going. I'm not. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just not going. It's working my nerves. Ain't no way. Lord don't. What you say? Lord don't need to be with no kids. What? She said, was this a church cold? I'm just wondering. It's cold. Make me some warm milk and I'll come home. He said, okay. Now, which one of y'all allowing y'all kids to tell you I'm going to just stay out till 2:30, okay? Can I stay out till 2:30? And it done went from 2:30 to 6:30. She still want absolutely a cold. You still want milk after you saying you be home about 6:30.
It's done, her dad said. Mackenzie then goes to say, I wanted to spray paint. I'm with people now. Her dad said, when I tell you to wait, thanks. Can you make me hot coffee?
She said, I want some spray paint. I want some people there. What kind of people? What kind of people is she out with? Milk sign of the times. Strange vibes. Milk will be the only thing I tasted for the rest of my life, okay? What's up with this milk, baby? At 12:05, I'm pulling her wherever the fuck. She said, I'm with some people now. Just get the spray paint.
Oh, sorry, just saw this. Can you bring me tannin oil? I forgot it. How far? Send something on from...
Wait a bit. What the hell is going on, y'all? Wait a minute. You need milk, your feet rubbed, pink, blue, and purple body paint, and now you need some tanning oil. Wait a minute. Hold up. Sound like that pizza code. What? Are we hearing this together? Remind me of the girl off of Get Out with the cereal. Milk had been my emergency word. You sure the dad ain't the manager? I mean, hell, Candy, at this point, passion. Milk was probably to come down off. Mm-hmm. But what's up with the spray paint and I'm with some people and now you need tanning oil and all of this? What? Tanning oil, who getting rubbed down is some, yeah, it is. Somebody, it is. No, my mama would have came exactly where I was and showed out with the Don.
Yo, can you make me more stencils? She meant to say, but out of cardboard. Please let mom buy it. Sent another link. Her dad said, be careful tonight and don't roll your eyes and say, oh my God, I know.
Was it come home or be careful tonight? Which one is it, y'all? Because I'm confused. Is it come home or be careful tonight? Be careful doing what with all this? And then said, can you make us some stencils? What is happening? Think about the milk and them bright colors. Definitely cold. It was more to their relationship than father and daughter. I think that they were absolutely Love Jones. That's what I'm getting. Mooey said, sound like shrooms to me. Mooey, it's a lot more than shrooms. I wasn't even like this on cocaine. I'm sorry, y'all. I wasn't like this on cocaine. It sounds like the dad is the supplier and she's milking him to be her puppet. Got me looking with the big eyes. He's acting like a servant. It is something more than that. I don't care what nobody say. The devil's a lie today. The devil's a lie today.
She said, okay. He said, have fun. Love you. She said, love you too. Her dad said, everything going okay? She said, yes. Did you fix the pic? I need you to fix it as soon as possible. I'm trying to post it. This is how she talking to her daddy, y'all. And Lord rest my daddy soul, like, absolutely.
Did you fix the pic? She asked him, did he fix a picture? At this point, the parents need belt to ass too. Why is the daddy fixing pics of her? This case is full of twists and turns, and the parents no more is giving he's her unofficial pimp. Absolutely. I'm disgusted and disturbed. This some real dark, evil, wicked mess. That's on a whole different level.
Not. But back to what her dad said. Did you send it to me? Have not seen it. I sent it to mom. The dad said, hold on, she's looking. Mackenzie sent an attachment there. Make those lighter. Like, who are you talking to, little girl? Her dad said, tomorrow, promise. Mackenzie said, don't you have a sticker printer? Her dad said, kinda. She said, thanks, Dad. Love you. Sent him a TikTok. No. Can you make me those? I can make anything. Yes. I want those skeleton legs on a pair of my pants. She said, Dad, can you make milk? Sorry, I was already asleep when you sent this. Sorry. She said, question marks, milk, okay, or not. Like, why is she talking to him like that? Sent the TikTok. You want weed peanut butter? No, LOL. I don't like to eat my weed. So he know his.
He said, you want weed peanut butter? She said, nah, I don't like to eat my weed. Hey, Naya. He said, do you want weed peanut butter? She said, no, I don't like to eat my weed.
Who was smoking weed at 15. And that's why he said in the document, I don't think smoking weed is a big problem. And you're a teacher and you're saying this on the documentary. Like, please. Mackenzie goes on to say, I'm going to give you a little. Are you making me milk? Dad, are you home? He said, are you okay? Why? She sent 2 attachments from Glass House. Give mom this. Bye. Tell mom not to look. I don't have any money. They close at 6. Get it for mom. I have no money. Get it? Sent 4 question marks, Dad. You have 10 minutes to get home, or I will call the police myself. So she had a problem with getting home on.
Now you want to call the police, but you want to make a weed sandwich. I mean, is this for real? Yes, he's the biological dad. You're going to call the police, but you want to make a weed sandwich. I don't know. Hey, baby, sis.
Sneaking, doing all of this extra stuff while she was blowing up this boy phone, trying to get to his house. Mind you, these text messages, I'm sorry, I had to show y'all the days. They really don't text a lot, so this is like months in between when they talking. But back to what I was saying. Mackenzie then says, I'm finishing up at a nail appointment. I'll be home soon. Her dad said, how disrespectful you are. I told you you were not allowed to drive. You will not be driving at all. So he already had told her, y'all, that she cannot drive, and you're driving. This
is
another day now. You
don't
have a license. I will leave now. I will come get you or any of your friends, no question. Please don't drive around tonight. Be careful. Tell the boy the same. Love you. Tell the boy the same. Love you. Okay, love you too, Mackenzie said. He goes on to say, tell us you are all night as soon as you see this. She says, at Dom's, we up. Happy birthday, Dad. Love you. Sent the attachment. He said, thanks, baby. Will you make me warm milk, please? Are you home? Can you please?
You will definitely giving your daughter drugs, because this milk shit, don't nobody, what she keep asking for milk for, it's some kind of drug she's asking you for. That's not a cup of milk. I'm sorry. She can get her own glass of milk. Hell, she's out, they ain't got milk in the house. Stop and get you some milk. You already out. It's not making sense. Okay? Strange for a piece of change. Have you seen or heard the videos of her freaking out on Dominique? They were on his phone. I got a lot of stuff to go through, Bo. So whatever the call for milk was, have been something to bring her high down. Or is it something to get her high? You know what I'm saying? She's just adamant about asking for milk. And if she's that high, you can get milk on your own. You know what I'm saying? Thank you. Yes, thank you, Tanika, for becoming a new member, sister. I love you. Sis Mackenzie Shirilla crashed that car on purpose, in my opinion. She did. That's what I'm saying. He was probably making, come on, y'all. He asked her, did she want a weed peanut butter sandwich? He asked her, did she want a weed peanut butter sandwich? This is drugs.
Tried to book me a massage sooner than 7. I have a birthday party that I have to leave for at like 6. Mom is telling me to book it when, first of all, I never even talk to adults. And I have no money. And I don't drive. Like, what you talking like you grown though? So then she goes in to say, are you okay? He said, yes, I'm okay. Feel like I have a cold. Mackenzie said, okay, to be honest, you need weed. I'm worried. He said, LOL, no, don't.
He said, I got a cold. She said, nah, you need some weed. She told the daddy, nah, you just need some weed. You need some weed.
Be worried. I actually feel good, just irritated that I got it and have to quarantine for 10 days. So this is 2021 we're on now, March. She said, yeah, that's gay as F. Talking to her daddy like this. COVID some BS. You shouldn't have taken the test. Kendra has hella tests. Hi, Dad. I hope you're feeling okay and your tests go well. Sent the attachment. He said, nice picture. She sent another attachment. Cammy misses you. Dad said, do you have any Hershey bars?
Why is she sending the daddy pictures of herself? I've never sent a picture to my father of me when I'm out doing me, ever. Only picture my dad and them got when we was young, if we had family reunions and stuff, never. Do you got any Hershey bars? Come on, y'all. I think you mixed it up. I heard that she had the weed butter and was asking him if he wanted some. He said, no, I don't like. Okay. Either way it go, Vanessa, my God. My God, Vanessa. Hey, Valerie. Whether whoever wants the weed, it's just the fact that this is the conversation that's going down. That's all I'm saying. If I mix
He
it
said,
up.
of course he does. He's my dog. Mackenzie said, I do. Her dad said, don't have one to give one. Mackenzie said, the food is here. Dad said, thanks. She said, want me to bring it up? He said, no, I'll be down. Could Don move his car so I can get out? Thanks. Come get his keys. Never mind. Thanks. You're getting me from school, right? Guess what time? 2:25 is when school's out. Ask Mom when to leave because traffic is usually bad. Her dad said, I'm here, second row left of the doors. Music will be blasting. LOL. She said, LOL, okay. Send a pic of your view. He said, I'm next to an orange SUV find the orange SUV. Mackenzie then says, Don will drive me tomorrow to Polaris. I have a ride home from Polaris, she says. And this is March 15th and 16th. Dad said, okay. She said, bring my iPad when you get me. He said, where is it? She says, in my room. Her dad said, I'm coming. I'm here. Do I need to sign you out? She said, okay, I'll come. Give me 5. Where are you parked? He said, thanks, baby. Have fun with you today. Mackenzie said, or it was fun. I'm always down to eat. He said, I'm here. Pick you up 10. I'll text you when I get here. Mackenzie talking about milk is cold AF. Means as.
She said milk is cold as fuck. I definitely need the milk slang for sure. Vanessa, I get the code. It's giving. I was thinking cocaine too.
For people who are talking about this is like in code, it's not just how they talk in slang. She said, I'm going to drink it, but it's not warm. He said, bring it down. She said, can you go in my room and see if I have any mannequin heads in there because mine is missing. He said, Kay, there are 2 white foam heads with wigs on them. That's all I saw. Do I need to pick you up? She said, yeah. I hear in about the same spot as the other day. She said, okay, it's high voltage open. He said, yes, they're open till 9. It's $22 per race. She then says again on March 17th, can you make me more milk, please? He said, be by to pick you up. It's 10:30, okay? You are at Don's. She probably meant to say Dom's. Ken's. Okay, please confirm you got my text. She said, okay, coming. Are you here? Not yet. 5 minutes. Okay, a lot.
Y'all tell me. That was part 1. That was part 1. Let me see if this is part 2. Give me a second, guys.
Okay, a lot of people have messaged me.
Okay,
we're going to take a break from her and Dom. Some messages.
Hold on.
more of this video. This is video part 2. This with her dad. So you need to go back and watch my part 1 so you can understand the context of where I am starting at and where I finished off at in part 1. So he said, not yet, 5 minutes here. I said, I'm here, hands. She said, okay. He said, let's go. You knew I was coming. And anytime we go back to call this number, it's my friend Jimmy. He lives in Toledo. He said, okay, good, I will. Her dad said, be safe and smart. Please, love you. She said, we are at the hotel. We're not doing ish this morning. So I think it'll be fine. Mind you, at this time she's 16 now. She's cousin with her dad.
She's 16 at this time. These messages are coming out. Yeah, we're at the hotel. We're just chilling. It's boring here. What they doing at a hotel at 16? Where she texting is boring and
Her dad said a lot. Don't go anywhere alone. Sorry, your word. She said, LMAO, we won't. He said, don't laugh. I'm not going to sleep well tonight. Hey, it's your mom's birthday. Wednesday, we are going to Bucka for dinner. Find out what she wants for her birthday, or if you have any ideas, let me know. She said, okay, I will. Mom told me she wants a really nice wig for her birthday. One that's going to look extremely natural, like she's not even wearing one. She wants one in her color, and we need to find one as soon as possible. Her dad then says, we'll talk when you get home, okay? She said, are you on the way? He says, wait on Danny. Then we're on the way. She said, Mackenzie then says, I really need the shelves. Because he also goes to say, you could have just went to Columbus. I don't know why mom made it seem like shampoo and conditioner was more important than shelves for my room. He said, it's okay, you're my pumpkin. Mackenzie said,
she said she don't know why her mama act like shampoo and conditioner was more important than them getting shelves for her room.
I know, I just don't want the shelves to be sold. I really need them. Her dad said, okay. He also said, sorry to wake you up, but Don's got to move his car, so I go to work now. Can't. Hey, sorry to wake you, but Don's, if you call him Don, his name is Don, got to move his.
I'm sorry to wake your daughter, but can your boyfriend move his car so I can go to work? I'm sorry to wake you up. I'm so sorry.
All right, so I can go to work now. Mackenzie then says, okay, send the attachment. Do you know your glasses are there? Her dad is texting her, I have to leave. Kids. Now, wakey, Don needs to move his car. Wakey, Don needs to move his car. Wakey, so on and so forth. So then Mackenzie goes on to say, do you know where we can get cones? Mom doesn't want to help. Mackenzie then goes to say, I've been trying to practice maneuverability and nobody's helping. Like my test is tomorrow. Her dad said, are the cones up at the high school? Mackenzie says, no, some effing idiot moved them. So now there's no cones there. Her dad says, call the school, go to the office and ask about the cones. Maybe they put them out after school ends. Mackenzie then goes to say, there's not even school today, but I'm going to call them. Her dad said, maybe the cones are off to the side and just not in the lot. Mackenzie said, someone just bring them there. The school does not own them. I just called. He said, okay, can you wait for me when I get out of school 4 p.m.-ish or try Home Depot or Lowe's and see if they have them? Or just use a parking space without cones, have them or someone send like the one cone at the top and maneuver around them. Or just wait for me. Mackenzie then goes to say, mom just called the school and they said they're going to see if they have cones. Every effing put that on my car again. So she would say, never effing put that on my car again. Now I'm going to be late to school because I have to turn around and go take that ish off. This is how she's talking to her daddy. He said, LOL. She said, seriously, not funny. Like, I would seriously flip the F out. He said, don't talk to me like that, LOL. She said, I'm going to talk to you however I want until the bumper sticker stops showing up on my car. He said,
she said she going to talk to him however the fuck she want. The message say, I'm going to talk to you how the fuck I want. What? Kenya, I don't know. Kenya, this is... Hey, Lalizzy, I love you, Sissy Pooh. I don't know, Kenya, this right here is on a whole nother level. They are using powdered milk as a cut for heroin and ketamine mixture.
No, LOL. She said, because now I might somewhere that my hours matter. Okay, then call Polaris and get my hours back. He said, LOL, that's your fault. You didn't need to come all the way back. She said, blocked. Thanks for the laugh. LOL, giggle. Like, this is how she's talking to her daddy, y'all. Like, are you serious? And no wonder how she's talking to Dom like that. No, it makes sense. That's probably how my mama talk to her daddy. Like, and then she's cussing. Girl, you was not wrong at all. So now they're talking about candles. Now, this is a whole days that went past. That was the 4th, now it's the 9th. What candle scents does mom like? That's what Kenzie said. Can you try to get my picture from this video? He said, I can't see it. Am I unblocked? Sorry, you didn't have a good night last night. Really, no matter what, Kenzie, love you.
Can you get my picture? Why is he getting her picture? Like, Now, y'all know if this would have been black people, it'd have been all over. It'd have been all over. Slander. We'd have looked horrible. We'd have looked horrible out here had it been black people and these kind of conversations was going on between a dad and a daughter. I'm just saying. We would have looked horrible. It's really wild what goes on behind closed doors.
And only want the best for you. She then goes to say, can I go to Parker Park, please? Lobster biz. never park my car there again. Like, this is how she talking. Girl, you better be even lucky you even got a car. Okay, you know how many teens don't got a car? Out now. He said, okay, why? He said, why? We in June now, just so we know. Just so y'all know. She then just texted him Happy Father's Day, sent the picture attachment. He said, thanks, baby. I won't ground you next time you piss me off. Please, really, would you do me a favor tonight? She said, what? He said, but you missed out on a grounded pass. Never mind. Your mother really loves me. Mackenzie says, your windows are down. She said, food. We in July now. Sent him a TikTok. He replies, they had that at the mall, remember? She said, no, when? You don't remember the radio control cars and track? She said, turn her down. Tell me when you're home. So that was July, now this is August. He said, KK, when she told him to tell me when you're home, that's when he said KK, she said, how long? Her dad is next few messages, on the way, a few minutes, hey, in driveway. Mackenzie says the next 3 messages, okay, coming, where did you put the vodka? Her dad says on the counter where I showed it to you, LOL. She said, oh, sorry for our mom.
She said, where'd you put the vodka? Where's the vodka at? This is disturbing. I'm just, I don't know about y'all, but thank you, Valerie. Thank you so much, sister. I appreciate you. It's her. It's different. It's just different.
TSA sucks. I have a big pair of scissors, a toolkit, my bolt lighter, and they missed it. And he was bragging about that. Going through TSA with that. Kid says, LOL, her dad says attachment. She said, I wish. She said 3 more attachments. I'm going to get you a Dom these. Oh my God, yes. Really? What size is Dom? It's funny, larger. You don't like it here, but you need to be 21 to have all the fun. She said the attachment. Her dad said, which one of these? Been at least 3. So that was August 10th. Now we're on August 12th. So right now, tell mom to answer my text right now. Do it. She says exclamation points with question mark. She
said, tell mom to answer my text right now. Do it. Wait, what? Hey, mouthpiece. That's what she said. Tell mom to answer her phone right now. Just do it. Just do it. Tell her to answer her phone.
Are you not going to help? Her dad replies, sorry, not getting involved. I'm just going to get mad. Mackenzie says, thanks for making this the worst birthday I ever had. Imagine this, the 12th, her birthday was August 2nd. Her dad said, please answer the phone. I'm not going to yell. You need to work with us, and going to the West Coast is out of the question. We do not have time or the money to get there. We will get there, then have to turn around and leave. Mackenzie then says, there's a lot more places in between that we can go to.
Now her trying to go to the West Coast. She's in Ohio. Now her trying to go to the West Coast, and they like, well, that's out of the question, and everything else been good. She said, this little girl get on my nerves real bad. No respect. No respect at all.
I'm going to forget this. Her dad then says they come up with something. She said, New Orleans, Nevada, Mississippi, question mark. I just come up with some. You know what? Question, are we effed? That's what she means. Not are we effed since the attachment? There's Hot Wheels, grab bags at this garbage sale. Never drive my car again without putting gas in it. Like, what the F? How are you going to drive someone's car? They're not put a single set of gas in it when it's literally below the line. It was not below the line when I gave you my car. I am inside. We are leaving now. So now, that was August 25th when she was talking, and then the last 2 messages I just read, I'm going to say we're leaving now. It's September 4th. September 4th, her daddy texts this paragraph saying, first I took your car to get it serviced, which I paid for. And to waste an hour of time waiting for it and clean some of the inside because the person that drives it is a slob and doesn't clean it. And when I returned your car to the driveway, I noticed that gas was on empty, so I left you a note and told you when you come home and told your mom to tell you. So be more respectful and responsible. You owe me $74 for the service and $25 for the hour I had to sit there wasting my time for my disrespectful daughter. Mackenzie then goes into not even reply to that paragraph. This is how entitled she is. Get corn and watermelon. Can you come get us? Now this is the next day. Okay, this is how she's talking, y'all, to her father. September 16th, she said, I'm here. He texted back and said, so am I. She said, F that B in the red car. This is Mackenzie talking to her daddy. I lost my happy face. Paint, if you find one, it's mine. Now we're on the 17th. It's on the key rack. Dom has to move his car. Dom has to move his car. Dom has to move his car. Kids, now we're on October 13th. Where you at? California, extra lemon. Okay, if you want to run this video, this is video part.
We'll get into more text messages. I want to get into this interview with the father. I got to get away from the messages because we're going to hear messages between her and Dominique's mother, her and her friend Rosie, and her and Dom. I just got to get away from it for a second. I'm disturbed, and I just want to hear some stuff that the father has said. Give me a second. Actually, let me get into this one. Let me get into the interview with the girlfriend. Let me get into it. Shout out to Bougie behind the bars.
Mackenzie Shirilla in prison, up close and personal, and what it's like to be in a romantic relationship with her. What's up, Cheyenne?
What's up?
All right, so The first thing I think people are gonna want to know.
So at the time I was friends with this girl, Juice, as what she was going by in there, because everyone in there has nicknames.
Right.
And she was dating Mackenzie's friend. I had no idea like what she was in there for at the time, nothing like that. So I was like, Juice, what's up? Because everybody in there, like, last video gay for this day. But I'm pretty sure I'm out. I'm really gay. I was like, so what's up, Juice? I see you walking with those two girls all the time. I didn't even know her name, didn't know her case, none of that. She's like, oh, I'll ask her what's up. And she ends up going up to her, comes back to me the next day like, oh, she's been looking at you. She thinks you're cute. She said she's been looking at you since you got here. And at this point, I only had 7 days left. I literally only had 7 days left. Got locked up when she caught her case. Didn't know nothing about that. So I'm like, okay, tell her what's up.
Me being a soldier, I know my daughters look at me as a hero. And what I'm trying to do is provide them.
Because he's like 2 or 3 yards. We met the 3rd yard, walked around, we're talking. And I was like, okay, we get back to the cottage. Okay. I was like, okay, Juice, she's cool. And then that's when Juice dropped the bombshell on what she was there for. Because I didn't really come out the cottage. Yes, it's very gossipy in there, but we were in separate cottages. She was in like Wheeler for the lifers.
Right.
And Shirley too. Rogers too at the time with Juice. And that's how we met. That's how I learned about the case after that. And then at that point, me being a true crime buff, I'm like, okay, I want to hear.
I want the tea.
Yeah, I want to hear it from the killer side and hear what she has to say happened.
Right. Okay, so what would you say like her first impression? Because a lot of people are like so consumed by the fact that she was like this mean girl, like suburban girl, wannabe TikTok influencer, like Instagram girl. Would like your conversations and like experience with her kind
of at first, like I didn't see that at all. She was just kind of like bubbly, like still happy, which I don't know how when she's going.
Bubbly and happy, y'all. Remember, she just took the life of 2 young men who just graduated. Dom and Davion. But she's in there bubbly, she's happy, and so much more. Listen.
Always, like you said, full beat of makeup, all that. So at first I didn't think that until we started like through the 7 days, and I was like walking behind people that didn't have much because they don't have family on the outside. And she'd be like, oh, state baby, or like mock their walk, make fun of their clothes. And I kind of told her like, yo, that's kind of,
yeah.
And that's how I started seeing like, okay,
a different side of her.
Yeah, maybe like about no, especially me not knowing that I finally learned about it. So I didn't have that outside knowledge.
Right.
Crashing the car. Let me try to get what she says. And there's like a real story that she has on her side, which I'm not going to say. I don't know which one's true. Right. I'm not the law. I don't get to decide that. But I saw Kat's video and I was like, oh, I can add in some knowledge on it.
Right. So I know we're not going to go into detail like about what she specifically told you about her case, just out of respect for what her situation is. But like from your experience with her, would you say that the 2 people passing away?
She did not. She just kept going to the fact. She told me that her dad hit Dom's dad, which was her boyfriend at the time, and her to be released. Did not think that she did it. It was, she still talks to the mom that they know that she didn't do it. She didn't mean to do it. But then when I got out and saw like the mom was like, yeah.
Advocate, yeah. Yeah.
It was.
Because I know you mentioned like
she said she was very manipulative and tried to spin the story in her favor. And that goes to where me and Anna was talking, another young lady who was locked up and incarcerated with her. Anna said, the world would know who she is. Like she wanted to be so bad. She's not controlling the narrative anymore. She said she will not control the narrative anymore. Said she wanted to be so bad. So you're hearing this is Cheyenne. That's Anna. Anna's another young lady that was locked up with Mackenzie. She said she was very manipulative, kept makeup on.
Her talking about like you being like, or her asking you, oh, you don't think I'm gonna get out? Did she ever like share plans for when she got out with you? Like, would she ever talk to you like she was getting out? I'm just curious.
Yeah, all the time. Like we'd be talking, and she'd be like, when I get out, we're gonna like be together and stuff like all the time, which kind of blew me because your case is from your dude. Like you killed your dude and you're out here saying like you love him. Oh, she said is like called him like her little nugget, like that was their nickname and stuff. And she like I don't know, it was crazy because from time to time she'd be like, okay, I love him, I didn't mean to do this, blah blah. And then yes, when she get out, she'd be like, okay, I'm gonna get out, I want to be with you, I want to see you, all this other stuff and things like that. And I kind of asked her, like, you don't reflect back on all that stuff? Like, it doesn't, like, make you feel bad that you're in here looking for someone else? Because, like you said, I just wanted to get the scoop. Because, like, that really interests me. And he was like, no, some time has passed. Like I said, his dad didn't want me to go down. His mom don't want me to go down and all this other stuff. And then she'd backtrack and be like, don't ever tell anyone I said any of this. Because
she knew. Yeah,
she knew.
Yeah, I think, I don't know, it's crazy to me. So I know you mentioned like you like continue to talk to her a little bit like once you were out, which I talked to people that I was in prison with still to this day. GTL, baby, I'm on the way. You need some money on the phone, I'll throw what I can. That's just, I think, because we understand since us
I was
us
gonna say,
being
before
in
you
there.
guys come for me, if you guys have been in prison, you know that the connection to the outside world is the only thing that keeps you like sane in there.
Yeah, 100%.
Like I said, I didn't know her case at first. We started talking, and yeah, I still continue to talk to her because.
Sparkling Ice Flavor Lab, Stella speaking. Help me choose a sparkling ice. Oh, mini cans, perfect for school lunch if you have a kid.
Her side and the victim side.
And I'm sure it's like crazy, like getting out from there and seeing like everything, like the more in detail stuff about her case.
She also told me like her lawyer was going through the car and saying that it malfunctioned. The car that she drove has had histories of recalls and malfunctions and all that. That's what she was telling me in there. So for me, I'm thinking like before I saw her, like how she was acting with the people, walking and stuff, I'm like, oh my God, I kind of feel bad for this girl. Like that did happen. She lost her boyfriend and she's about to spend her life in prison. And then I got out, seen the true crime circus thing, seen all the interviews with the friends from that night, and I was kind of like, to it.
Juliana said, I have a question. Did Mackenzie ask you girls or tell you to come out on social media and talk? No, the girls actually, Anna's just like Cheyenne. They're incarcerated with her. They don't have cable to watch the crash or really get like the clips like we get to watch court TV. They only got regular TV. So if it hits the news, something comes up on the news, that's what they got. But when they got out and seen TV, it was questions like, wait, that's the same girl that was in there saying this and that. Like Cheyenne, the girlfriend, just said, she told me that the mom and the daddy said she's innocent and this. She said, but when I get out and I'm looking at TV and I'm looking at social media, they're not saying she's innocent. They're not saying nothing, the lies. And saying how she loves Dom. And yet Anna said when she made her scrapbook, she's got Boom with a half brick wall, a piece of a big brick wall missing, and a devil girl standing beside the car that's crashed in her scrapbook. She says she doesn't mention Dom or Davion in her scrapbook. So these people are getting out of jail and seeing what we're seeing. And they're like, wait a minute, hold up, I got questions, because she was in her, and now things are making sense. It's adding up. I'm surprised the guard didn't spill the tea on her.
Yeah. Today, she's still a person. She's still human, and but so you can just answer with like a broad answer. Were there things that she told you in private? I know you mentioned she said like don't tell people. Were there things that she told you in private that she did not want other people to know?
That would weigh in on her case. And she told me not to tell, but like, I'm not gonna lie, honestly, I feel like
it would help her.
Sounds like horrible, but it might help her. She had told me.
Or not even just help, but like justify the situation a little bit more. But there's no justification because clearly
that should be considered. And I tried to tell her because she's so young. She's so young.
Yeah.
And the choice she made is like life changing.
Right.
Life changing. So I was trying to tell her in there after I found out about it, because like I said, I only had 7 days left when I actually ever first talked to her. I was like, because she dropped a bombshell. Like, I didn't even like her, Dom, and I'm sorry, I'm blanking on his name. Damien. And all that night, that they took acid, they were tripping. That's why she was driving him home at 6 a.m. because they were.
See, she said in jail, she said you ain't lying. She definitely has devilish ways with all the signs. See, now she's told Cheyenne in jail, we was on acid. We wasn't just on mushrooms and weed like they thought. She's telling it. That's why the mom was on those jail calls saying, don't talk to nobody. Don't say anything to anybody. Not knowing that she'd already talked to the people. Her mom is so concerned about the people that's messaging her on her tablet. But yet, the mom don't know that she's done talked to inmates. Have you seen where Mackenzie house? It's nice, and they do have a nice TV. I mean, I don't understand it a little. Are we in jail or are we on vacation? Are we on jail or just is just a mini vacation? They're making her comfortable. Cause I ain't never heard nobody go, yeah, I know the jail and it's nice. It's a real nice place. I've never heard it in all my years of living. Ain't no time did I go to jail anywhere and it was nice. And it was comfortable or pleasant. None. And I ain't saying it ain't some, but I ain't never heard it.
We're all still up from tripping, but she does not want the police to know that. But I feel like if she told them that, it would weigh in on her case, like you're on a mind-altering drug.
Right. Kids are, I mean, like, I know, not even kids, grown people, we're stupid. And we, experiment, especially like in high school, senior, junior year. I definitely have my fair share of messing around, and I'm, lucky.
Me too. Like, if you guys dig into my background while I was there for trafficking. So.
I don't, hey Sagittarius, the parents didn't want to be exposed. This is Bougie Behind Bars. You guys go check that out. Moderators, y'all can drop her link. It's Bougie Behind Bars. I want to get into this father's interview. Shout out to Cheyenne for coming forward. Shout out to Anna. Thank you for reaching out to me, Anna. She's working on some things. She said she'll call me in a few. So, you know, she said, what state prison is she in? She's in Ohio, but I don't know. Seems like the mama was a madam. Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Let's get into this video with her father and stuff like that. And then I want to get into some more text messages. I want to get in a little context of Milk. We're going to call him Milk. That's what I'm saying. Look it up. It does look, does not look like anything like we would think. Oh, wow. What's the name? I'll look up the name. I'll look up the name in just a second to see what she is.
In the car with her was Dominic Russo, her boyfriend, and their friend Davion Flanagan. Now, what happened next? The accident or murder is the subject of a new Netflix documentary called The Crash. Maybe you've had time to watch it and form your own opinion as to what you think happened in the car that night. I have my own thoughts on this, and when the documentary,
let me get right into it.
Causes me to not really change my opinion, but it does change the way I see the accident itself. So, without saying more, here is the interview with Mackenzie Shirilla's father, Steve.
Steve, my first question is, what is it like to be a part of the biggest documentary on Netflix?
Wow, it's mixed. I was hoping we get Mackenzie's story out, or what happened to Mackenzie, and not necessarily what everybody's heard or what everybody keeps gleaming off of misinformation. And I want to say, was promised that would what was going on. I thought they came to us thinking that my daughter is a monster and that she did this and she's hell on wheels, that and blah blah. What you said, but I think after I started talking to us, and then when it came out, a lot of the stuff we talked about just wasn't there, of premeditation, prior. It just.
But the premeditation is a lie, because let's not forget that she scoped out the place the day before, a couple of days before she even read. They pinged her phone over there, scoping out that area. They went back off of messages where Mackenzie stated that she would unalive them in the car. Hey, Shacey. Maisha said, I have a longtime friend who's been incarcerated for years. You'd be surprised how good they live in prison. It's crazy work.
It's not there. And every troll online can tell me, oh, yeah, she did it. She did it. She did it. She did this, that road. And what the brakes for 7/4 of that ride. That's the only
even if she
they
did
have.
about 4.7 seconds, going 100 miles per hour, it probably still would have turned out deadly for someone in that car. I mean, come on. We're doing 100 miles. If at 4.7 seconds she did push her brakes, at that point it's too late. Y'all know how hard it is to slow down when you're going on a highway and you barely tap that brake, and she's a monster. The thing is not right, but why take somebody else's life when you want to end yours? Absolutely.
For 6 seconds before she crossed Alameda Road, and before it went into the building. Something happened in that car, caused that black to turn on, which was, I think, from car thought it was flipping over. So the black, and that's important.
The black box gonna go off because she's driving reckless. It's great to be a crash. Like, we got our own car expert. It's there. Look at the road, y'all. Go look at the road and look at the speed on the road. You're doing 100. And the fact that she's in jail, Wardrick, is they're making her comfortable. She's somewhere where she's comfortable. And we have two families who are never going to be comfortable. Davion's family will never be comfortable. Dom's family will never be comfortable. And driving in house shoes, child.
That nonlinear sort of way. And it deployed both side airbags. And I'm sorry, side airbags don't just go pillow fight. It's not a soft explosion. It's powder all over the powder floating in the car.
He said, and it's a boom. Remember on the Netflix documentary, he wore a shirt that said boom. Remember, Anna sent me the message, and Anna's on Facebook, who was incarcerated with her, and said, in her book, in her scrapbook, she said, it's a cracked brick building. Here goes my girl. Hey Anna, baby. What's going on, Anna? Welcome, baby. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry it took me forever. I was having complications.
I know, Anna. It's okay. It's okay. I was just talking about your Facebook post that is so detrimental because I was just playing this interview of her father who mentioned the word boom when the crash happened. It boomed. And that's specifically what you said on your Facebook post about that scrapbook. Can you tell us how you came about to know Mackenzie and know about why she was in there?
Yeah, so I went to prison in 2022 at Ohio Reformatory for Women, Marysville, which is where she's currently incarcerated. I'm pretty sure she got there around August of 2023, and I was in the middle of a 3-year sentence. She was Celly's and friends with my best friend Jaleesa, who is in Dayton now. She used to be at Marysville, but she's in Dayton now. But Jaleesa was a minor when she got sentenced, and they were Cellies at Cuyahoga County Detention Center. They have a juvenile section, and then they have the adult section. Once you transition from 17 to 18, they let you go to the adult side. So when they were both incarcerated in the juvenile section and then transitioned to the adult and then came over to the prison. So Jaleesa became friends with her, of course. They was in the same cell for a while, for I think at least over 6 months. So she did establish a bond and a friendship with her, and then she came to prison before her, and then me and Jaleesa got really, really close. And Jaleesa's the one that introduced me to her and told me a little bit about her case and her story. And then we get tablets inside the prison, and you're able to look up like people's cases and things like that. So after she told me a little bit about her, I did look up like her case to see like what all happened. And then we met on the yard, and that's when I actually met her in person.
And what was the interaction once you met her in person? Was she sad? What was her attitude once, just inside period, Anna?
No, I never ever seen her sad the entire time. I was in there with her for at least a year and a half before I finally got out. And I never seen her cry. I never seen her sad. I never seen her on the yard alone or anything like that. We never shared a cottage together, so I don't really know what she might have been doing in her own cell on her own time. But as far as being like, she was at every yard, which is that's our recreation time, and it's where you can come outside and you walk around. You can play basketball. They got volleyball, stuff like that on the outside of the cottage. And she came out every single yard, morning, lunch, and night. She wasn't doing any programs in there. Like they offer a lot of programs like schooling, college, stuff like that, cooking programs, cosmetology programs, art programs. She didn't do any of that. She was on the yard for the majority of the time. And the people that are on the yard majority of the time are doing one or two things. They're engaging in sexual activity or they're engaging in drugs. So that's what I seen of her, and that's mostly what she was kind of into.
Same thing that she was into when she was out. Let's get into the scrapbook, because your post just sent chills through me, and it sent chills through me because I'm looking at the crash and I see the father on there with that boom shirt with the same symbol that you put on your Facebook.
Yeah, and I didn't even like when I was remembering that I watched the crash, but I didn't even like that didn't click to me until somebody mentioned it on my post. And it gave me the same feeling. I was like, I don't believe in coincidences, so it kind of it made me like more compelled and interested in the parents, because like I genuinely feel like they know something. They know, like, I don't know. I'm a real conspiracy theorist, and I might be a little crazy on that end, but that just is just crazy. Like how, and they have no way of seeing that scrapbook. Like her dad, she's not able to take that scrapbook to a visit. She could probably take a picture of it and send it home, but chances are it would get denied and they wouldn't allow it because of maybe her case. I don't know if her dad ever got to see the scrapbook, but it is very, very cringe and scary and kind of weird.
It was very, your post was very telling. I had to keep going back from your post to the scene that he did with that shirt on. And then you said, she says the devil made her do it, and the picture of the devil girl and how the brick wall was cracked and stuff like that. Can you elaborate on what she said about the devil made her do it and all of that, how the conversation even got started, Anna?
Yeah, so we went out for evening yard, and that's when everybody, like the whole farm, is usually out in the summertime for evening yard. And I'm pretty sure that she had just got done smoking paper or getting high on whatever that they was doing. They usually get high on paper, but I know some of the other inmates would pass around their personal meds, so it could have been either or. But I know that she had just got done doing that, and she came to the yard, and she came up to my friend Jaleesa. They were talking for a second, and then we just hit a few laps around the yard, and I can't remember how the topic got started. I'm pretty sure that I asked her again, like, how it all happened and like what really happened to her. And or no, actually, now I remember. She has a limp and her leg, when she walks, like her leg's messed up. I don't know if that's from the accident. My friend Jaleesa said that she does that for sympathy to try to make people feel bad for her. But she has a limp, and I asked her about her limp, and then that's when she got to talking about the accident. And I'm like, well, like what happened? Like how you know what I mean? How did you wreck so bad that both people died, and how did you not die? Like, and you're in the front seat, you're in the driver's seat. And she was like, well, she said it's a huge conspiracy, honestly. And she said the devil's the one that made me do it. And she was looking me dead in my eyes when she said this. And it creeped me the hell out. Like I got chills, and I'm like, what the fuck? Oh my God. Like, what am I dealing with? But she was like, the devil made me do it. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, well, the devil was pressing on my foot and he told me that Dom has to die tonight. And I was like, oh, okay. And she was high, so I'm just like chopping it up. I'm surrounded by crazy people, so I'm already a year and a half in on my bid, so I'm kind of a little bit used to these crazy, you know what I mean, crazy shit and crazy people. So like I didn't really take it too seriously. And when you're in there, you don't really care about people's personal lives or their cases. Like it's like kind of like a survival kind of thing. So you don't want to dive too deep into why people were there or who you're really surrounded by. But it definitely creeped me out. And then that's when I got to try to talking to her about God. And at that moment, I knew like there's no God in her life. She does not, that's not something that she's into or even wanted to really talk about.
Yes. And how did you feel about once you seen that scrapbook and you said Davion nor Dom is in the scrapbook and seeing this brick wall? I mean, the fact that she drew the brick wall and got it cracked and then got the little devil girl standing there. How did you feel seeing that, Anna?
I felt like it was fucked up. And I was like, well, it made sense to me as to why she got sentenced the way she did. Because our friend group, she wasn't really a part of our friend group, but she was friends with my best friend. Like my best friend, she doesn't care about what you've done or any of that. She just like, she was in a cell with her for so long that she was just like, whatever. But she was my best friend, and then we had another friend. We called her Spice because she has orange hair. She's a biracial girl. She's got orange hair. She's so pretty too. But anyways, her and Mackenzie were actually friends, and they're all in the same age group. I'm older compared to them, but they're all in the same age group. And Spice and Mackenzie were like super close. Like they became super close. And I told Spice numerous times, like, this is not somebody that you want to be friends with. After I seen all of that, like I knew that this girl was here for a reason and was probably gonna stay here for a long time. Like I didn't see any chances of her getting parole, especially after she told me about the devil story. And then, a couple months later, I seen the scrapbook with the little devil in the brick wall and stuff in it. Then it like clicked, and I'm like, oh shit, like it all tied together. It's almost like she was mocking the situation, like it was funny to her. Like she couldn't express how she really felt about what all happened. But two things that I've noticed from observing her is I'm pretty sure that she remembers exactly what happened in that crash. And the other thing is, I think that it was very intentional. I think that she intended to do what she did. And I think that she's the type of person that um I don't think there is any hope for her. Maybe if she finds God, because God can transform anybody into an amazing thing. So I wouldn't knock that, but I don't see her finding God because of the mentality that she has. And I definitely believe that she's dealing with some type of demonic type of energy or mentally. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I just know that she is not right. And she definitely belongs with some of the other lifers that I've met in there that have done horrific crimes. I did not know I didn't know Dom or Davion before I came home. So I just knew, I didn't even know their names when I was in there with her. I just knew it was her friend and her boyfriend that was in the accident with, or that she had killed. So we didn't know their names or anything like that. Jaleesa might have, but she never really mentioned it to me. But when I was looking at her scrapbook, there was no pictures of her with her boyfriend. There was no picture, like all the pictures that you're seeing like online and stuff. You only seen the pictures of her holding up money, the pictures of her looking cute, wearing her little Juicy Couture outfits. Like it was all about her. There was no there was no tribute page. And I don't know if you've seen my Facebook, but I did show a little bit of my scrapbook. And if you've seen, the first few pages of my scrapbook was dedicated to my family, my grandmother who had died right before I went to prison. Like, I had, you know what I mean, stuff that mattered and was important to me. And that's how most people's scrapbooks are in there. And then the rest of the book is dedicated to everybody that you met along the way, your friends in prison and your bunkie and stuff like that. And yeah, she didn't have no picture of any boys in there. She didn't have no pictures of any of her friends, not Rosie or any of their friend circle or any of that. She just had pictures of herself and then pictures of, the girls on the farm that she had met.
That's crazy. And it's crazy because when I displayed a clip of Cheyenne's interview, and I don't know if you got to meet Cheyenne, because Cheyenne said she wasn't there. I don't know which housing Cheyenne went to that could have been different from yours, but Cheyenne stated that she was like, yeah, his mom, them, I still talk to them every day. They don't think I did it. They love me, and me and Dominique would have been married if, he didn't pass away. And Cheyenne says, I get out and I started seeing social media and seeing this, and it was totally past the truth. She's manipulative. She's a liar. She spins a narrative. And the first thing I thought about when I watched Cheyenne's interview this morning is what you said. You said she will no longer control the narrative. And Cheyenne definitely said the same thing in her interview. The narrative that she spins in there. And the fact that Dominique is not, or Davion, and it's evil fixation that
Yeah.
she had in her head to me. And I'm like you, it's not a conspiracy or nothing. Her parents are definitely enablers, and it is so much more that they know, and they don't want their secrets to get out.
Yeah. And that's it. And I was thinking about that too. Like, I want to do a little bit of digging into her childhood to bring about how she even turned into this type of person. Like, what happened to her? Like, a lot of, messed up things happen to people in order for them to become messed up people, in my opinion, and what my experience, you know what I mean, from being around wicked people and stuff like that. Like, they had wicked parents. They had things happen to them as a child that groomed them into becoming this terrible person.
Yes.
So I'm definitely curious about, especially her dad. Her dad, like, soon as I seen him, and I got really good discernment on people. I've been through a lot in my own childhood. Like, I've experienced a lot of wicked people. I've experienced a lot of things. People come in with sheep clothing, things like that. So as soon as I seen her dad, like, I instantly had a feeling like something's up with this man. There is something up with this man.
You got to get I'm going to send you the text messages. I'm going to send you the text messages between the dad so you can do your thing. Because Anna got a TikTok, you guys. Let's go over there. Anna, tell them your TikTok so they can come over there, because Anna wants to do her own story time. And I think that these ladies should, because they have a story to tell. Being locked up with somebody like Mackenzie and watching it all spill out, I think you guys will bring a lot of closure, especially with what you endured on your Facebook page. Again, it gave me chills. Like, it sent me, I hate looking at that shirt. And it's crazy, in this interview clip, he just said, yeah, when they hit that wall, it was boom. And boom is something you said was in the scrapbook. Boom is on a shirt that he wore in the Netflix documentary. And now he's saying it in this interview, and it's creepy. And their messages are creepy. It's cringing. And I can't even think of, like, I can't even wrap my head around it, and it's so much. Anna, it's one of the subscribers want to know if they can come up and talk to you. Is that okay, or do you want to just be me and you?
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, so yeah, I really want to send you some stuff, Anna, so you can do your story time. And I'm with you. It starts from an early age, and when you really get into these text messages with her and her dad, it's a lot to really take in. It's a lot. I see some very I think it was a very cringing childhood that she came up off very wicked and evil. And I see people in the chat saying the mama didn't even have any remorse toward Dominique or Davion. And it was, she's also was selling herself to me, and she said 1,000 for pictures, 2,500 for anything else that they like. So I didn't even know that was gonna even come up, you know.
Yeah.
So it is definitely a lie. There's no telling what your friend Jaleesa knows, and stuff. Hold on one second. Hey, pretty trucker.
Hey. Salute.
This is Anna. Anna's
Hey.
pretty trucker. She's a
Hey, how
content
you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So I definitely been doing some research before they even did the documentary about her. This was definitely done on purpose. I didn't what I watched the documentary the other day, and they left a lot of things out about her. Mackenzie actually, that road that she went down to cause that accident, she had previously already visited that road, and there was nothing over there but warehouses. So it was no reason for her to logically be over there. But if you scoping out the scene of what you're trying to do,
Yeah.
they didn't even mention that in a documentary at all. Even if she fell asleep, even if she dozed off or anything, your foot is gonna come off the accelerator. It's not gonna press down harder.
Right.
She definitely
Yep.
did that on purpose, and
Yeah.
she
And
didn't
then
have
they
no
tried to
remorse.
say she tried to use the flip flop as, the reason,
No,
but the flip flop, when they found the flip flop, it was lodged underneath the gas pedal, which would have,
exactly.
it would have slowed the car. You wouldn't have been able to accelerate that fast, that quick. It wouldn't have went that
Exactly.
fast.
absolutely. And
And they
Cheyenne,
found her
go ahead. Go ahead.
45 minutes after the crash. The police arrived, and when they arrived, they said that she was lodged underneath the dash, kind of like
Mm-hmm.
in Dom's lap. Personally, I think that she was coherent a few minutes after the crash. I believe that she was coherent the entire time, and I personally think that she put the flip flop, like she was staging the scene.
She was actually, when they found her, she was actually underneath the steering wheel.
Okay.
Dom and his friend were on top of each other.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
which makes more sense of how of the football, the sandal getting up
Being
underneath the
under,
gas. Yeah.
exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Absolutely. And they said that the car had went in neutral per the black box. The car had went in neutral. So I'm thinking that in a moment in time, how Davion ended up front was because he was trying to stop that car. He was trying to
Exactly.
he was trying to stop that car from stop her from doing what she was doing, but it was too late. You know what I'm saying? And that's what
Yep.
kind of ejected him over into Dom's lab.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was watching a movie. I can't remember exactly what movie it was, but in the movie, the guy, he was in a car accident with his brother that ended up killing his brother. And later on in the movie, it came out that he intentionally did that because he was jealous of his brother. Well, by the end of the movie, he had to kill I don't remember who he had to kill, but he had to kill some guys, some mobsters or something like that. And the way that he did it the same way that he had killed his brother in the car, and he drove straight into a pool on the passenger side. He was buckled up. He was completely buckled up. He drove into the pool on the passenger side, and he made sure that the guy in the front and the guy in the back was not buckled in. And he drove 100 miles an hour straight into this pool. One of them got ejected out of the car, and the other one died instantly on impact. And he was perfectly fine because he was buckled up. And as soon as I seen like the documentary and everything, and like all of the as soon as I came home from prison, she was one of the people that I looked up because there was a couple girls that I wanted to look into their cases when I came home to know like the real truth and everything. And as soon as I seen like the videos of the crash and the car and all of that, that movie instantly played in my head. Like, oh my God, like this is a thing. Like people that people might know about that you can actually do, like using a car to kill somebody. And it just is just so mind-boggling that you would go to that extent.
Yeah,
And
I
Pretty
think
Chocolate and
that.
Anna, let me ask y'all. Let me ask
Mhm.
y'all something because it's making sense now because her mom has the free. I don't know if you've seen it, Anna, but her mom has a free Mackenzie Shirilla page on Facebook, and one
Mhm.
of the women, I know for a fact, I got it that Dom had on his seatbelt. Could Anna, where it seemed staged, took those seatbelts off?
Mackenzie, yeah, I think
I mean,
that
Mackenzie took Dom's seatbelt off like it could have been he did have a seatbelt on because I can't see nobody for the life of me in a car with somebody picking up that kind of speed and not hurrying up and clicking up or not even having a it's just the car crash seems so it's not making sense. It just doesn't make sense at all. None of it.
and why was she the only one that had a seatbelt on?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And like at that age, you're not riding with seatbelts. Like it's not, honestly for myself, like it takes a lot for me to put on a seatbelt. Just because like it's just like not something you think about until that beeping noise comes on. And most people like strap their seatbelt behind their back so they don't even have to worry
Mhm.
about it.
I'm about to
So
say that's how most young people wear their seatbelts too.
yeah, and like at her age, like nobody's caring about no seatbelt, especially passengers and stuff like that. So I could see, I don't see if she's not wearing a seatbelt, I don't see any of them wearing a seatbelt. Like why? I mean, if she is wearing a seatbelt, why is the other passengers not wearing a seatbelt? Why was she wearing a seatbelt? Why did she decide to put on a seatbelt that day? It's just like I don't know.
The
Yeah.
documentary is called The Crash. For who was asking me in the chat. Um, it's just it's too much of coincidences with this case, and she tried to act like they was all lovey-dovey, but really he been trying to leave her. He been trying to leave her for a long time, and that documentary made me even more be on that you have to talk to these young men. You have to talk to your sons about abuse because men can get abused also, and she was abusing him mentally and physically.
She was.
Yeah.
And his mom even had a whole audio video of her trying to get in the house and him telling her to leave, and she's trying to kick the door down. Like she's the type of kid you young, so you could probably answer. You ever seen a kid like somebody tell them no and they're so out of control that they just do anything just to get their way? That's how she is.
Yeah.
Like I don't think her parents had no control over her.
They did.
Like from what the school was saying, like they didn't have no control over her.
You gotta hear the messages, Pretty Trucker. You gotta go
Oh,
get
I'm
the
sorry.
text. I told Anna, I'll send both of you guys. I'll send it to you on Instagram, the text messages. I'm
Mm,
blown. I could
yeah.
not. We was over here before Anna called in. I had to get off of it. I had to leave the text messages alone. I could not believe it. I could not. It was her asking her father for foot rubs and kept constantly asking
Mm-mm.
for her. Yeah, she said she wanted a glass of milk in every text. It was something about milk, a cold thing, and cussing him out, and fix her picture, lighten her picture up. She's in a hotel room till 2:30. Can I come? I might be home about 6:30, and give me some body paint, blue, purple, and pink, and bring me some tanning oil when you come, and you know what I'm saying. He's telling her just smoke you some weed. She's telling them to eat a make them a weed sandwich, and it's so uncomfortable. It's so distasteful. You know, are
It's
you?
it's
He said,
talk that shouldn't be happening between father and daughter.
Yeah. Well, and
yeah.
then who
Yeah, I
taught
knew that.
her the Carney language? Why does she know that?
Hmm.
That's
Absolutely.
not something that, like, when you're in elementary school and stuff like that, like, that's not something that you learn. Like, that's something that, like, it's called carny because when you're in a when you're part of a carnival, it's almost like a cult. Like, they're like a family, and they travel with each other, they live on the road together, and then they set up carnivals in different towns and stuff. And I know this because I was in a women's shelter when I was younger, and a girl that I was in there with, her name is Maddie, she was a part of that, and she knew that language. And this is how I knew what she was saying, because of that girl Maddie. Like, she showed me exactly what it was. And it's really easy to dialect once you know what it is, but not many people know what it is. Like, you literally have to be a part of a carnival in that family environment. It's not, I wouldn't say family, but that, I would call it a cult, honestly, because that's kind of what it is. Like, it's very, very weird. The girl Maddie that I knew, the situation that she was in wasn't safe, and that's how she ended up in the women's shelter with us. And she told us all about it. Like, it's very cult like. So why does she know that? Like, was she a part of this carnival? Was her family a part of a carnival? Or why does her mom? Who taught her that? Like, how does? And her mom knows it. She doesn't speak it, but she knows exactly what she's saying. So somebody's got something to do with this. And it's just very
Hmm.
weird.
It is. It is. And somebody in the chat just said that they asked earlier. That's like, is this cult? Is this like a cult like thing? And it seems like it. Like the vibes I get from it is creepy. I don't know. I couldn't even finish playing the text messages anymore because I was freaked out. You know what I'm saying? And if it creeps me out, it's a problem. You know, I was like, hey, I gotta
Hmm.
move past this. I not right now. Like, I just not right now.
Honey, her
Not right
mom
now.
definitely looks her mom looks crazy. When you have kids and you bringing up kids, um, and you letting them get away with everything, eventually they're gonna get away with killing somebody or try to. Because you've been covering up for them and taking up for them. That girl was a bully. Like, she had been doing stuff. The dad talking about, oh, I looked in her eyes and I knew my daughter wasn't she wasn't lying about what she had did at school. And I said, that's enough, and took my daughter and left. Like, that's her problem. That's her biggest problem. And then for you to be talking, Miss Parker, and saying about the messages, yeah. Mm-mm.
It was very
Mm-mm.
cringy. And have y'all heard Anna? Have you heard the jail calls from between the mom and Mackenzie? Oh, Anna dropped down. I might have. I hope I didn't kick her. That there goes Anna's link, you guys, over there on TikTok. Make sure y'all follow my girl Anna on TikTok. Everybody hit that link and go follow my girl. Also follow Pretty Trucker. The jail calls sound like summer camp. It was the laughing and her mom. Guess who picked us up? She's like, I caught one and she said, the Today Show. You're on the
Mm-hmm.
Today Show. She was like, oh my God, you're lying. And she was like, are you serious? And Mackenzie was so happy. She was like, well, it wasn't the show. It's a clip. It's a news clipping. She was like, but it's okay. It's okay. We're getting there. We're almost there.
See?
And I'm like, almost where? Like, where are y'all trying to go? Your daughter's doing life in prison, and it's two young men that lost their lives. And then she's like, okay, so a guy named Ricky hit you up. She was like, okay, so what does Ricky do and stuff like that. She was like, oh, Steve, um,
Did you
so
see the documentary, Miss Parker?
I saw pieces. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw pieces, and I instantly jumped on the story. I instantly gravitated to the story. But today I got the text messages and I haven't heard them all. I want to play one while you're up here, if you don't mind. I want to play some more
Nope. Go ahead.
of these text
Cause
messages while
man,
you're
when
up
I
here.
say so let me say something real quick, Miss Parker. You brought up how she was talking about the Today Show, right? That's why I asked you, did you see the thing? Because it was talking about how when she first got in after the accident had happened, she had started getting hits from modeling agencies that she had been hitting, and they wasn't hitting her back until this accident, and how eager they was to try to get with this modeling agency, and like with no remorse. Like that's the first thing you thinking about. Like, man, it's just sad. It's sad.
It is. It is. She said somebody else from the mall, and I'm gonna drop Naja the Great so you guys can go over there. I'm gonna drop it in the link real quick. I mean, in the chat real quick. Naja the Great is where the messages I play between Mackenzie and her father, the disturbing messages about the leg rub. She's like, "Are you gonna rub my feet?" And I mean, it's disturbing when you hear them. Pretty trucker, you're gonna be pretty disturbed. And stuff. They were so confusing. They're confusing, they're twisted. And I'm like, Anna, I gotta think of what happened. What really happened behind their closed doors along the way of her. How long she been doing drugs? She's 16 at the time. He's like, you getting high, watch the weed you smoke. Watch what you're drinking. She's asking him where the vodka is, and it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to drop this real quick and then get to
You're
it.
all right.
All right,
Lost. I was
did put-
just typing
Go ahead.
in the chat trying to tell you, Lost. I definitely felt like that documentary was definitely more on Mackenzie's side than it was on the two boys' family, because a lot of stuff they left out. Like they definitely left out that piece that I was saying about how they had said that she had already been in that area already, because I had already found that out way before this documentary. So I kind of knew that's a big piece that was definitely missing out of the documentary. They try to make her look good to appease the parents so that they can have them on there talking. But they definitely left a whole lot out.
Yeah. And Juliana said ask her dad to grab some alcohol from the store. Yeah, it was a lot. It's a lot to it, where I know it's a lot of dark trauma in this household before she met Dom, before this crash and all of that. Like how he went to the school and was like, "Yeah, I went to the school," and asked her, "Did she do it?" She said, "No, that's all I needed." She looked me in my eyes. I know my daughter. It was just like, nah. And the
And I
text
think
message. Go ahead.
that piece that you talking about, Miss Parker, that I had said too about he's my smile, I looked in her eyes and I knew that she didn't do it. She was at school bullying people. She was at school fighting and bullying people, and that's what he went up to that school and said. Like
Yeah.
craziness.
And they got a timeline too. I'll send you the timeline. It started in 2018. On her last 2020, 22. It just went on from there. This is part 3, you guys, of the father and Mackenzie's messages.
So you understand the context of what's going on. So she then is put in her order for whatever restaurant he's at. She said calamari, extra lemon pepper, no sauce. On calamari, if there's sauce, lobster bisque, and the side of bread they gave. She said I work at 6 and I need to leave by 5:50. He said, "Okay, what time will you be back?" Mackenzie said, then she said another question mark. He said, "I'm there now waiting for it to come out." She said, "Bed." Her dad said, "What does bed mean?" She said, "Good." He sent 2 attachments. On my way home, traffic sucks, with love. She said, "Okay, Gabe sent an attachment. You need to fix this." Her dad did send the next message saying, "Are you feeling okay?" She said, "I'm okay." He said, "Sorry, baby. We'll figure it out. Just try to be patient with us. We're only attempting to help. We love you. I love you. Let us help." Mackenzie then says the next message saying, "I need help spray painting this head. I also need a top coat so it's not sticky." He said, "Are you home?" She then says the next message saying, "Yes," with 3 question marks. "The paint is literally sticky. I touched by the air and it's sticky, just like I told you it would be. So what are we going to spray on top of it so it's not make it sticky. Her dad then says, all paint will be that way. Wait till I get home. Mackenzie then says, why did you tell me it was going to be sticky then? He says the next thing she's saying, we'll figure it out. Don't panic. She then says, it's literally sticky. You better fix it when you with your ruin. So I will fail colorist.
So she's saying a car sticky, something on the car sticky. Why you didn't tell me it was gonna be sticky? He said, don't panic, we'll get it. She's like, nah. You need to tell me. You know, it's I don't know, Trucker. This is weird. This family.
This past weird.
Yeah. This here is a circle of something different that I ain't never.
I see. So somebody in the chat, real quick, Miss Parker said that the father was a Catholic teacher, and he got fired.
Yep.
I wonder what he got fired for.
Because I don't know if it was about the weed, because they're trying to make it like it was him suggesting like, hey, my daughter smoked weed. Hell, I'm fine with it. I don't mind her smoking dope. I smoke dope. So could it be that they didn't know, the drug is no drug tolerance?
Okay.
He's like, I smoke dope. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. It's about remaining professional. I told him, as you gotta in that line of work, you have to remain professional. That's how you know it's something off with these parents, because they just went on there and just let loose and let the people know who. And it's like the mama even gets a thrill. If y'all go listen to those jail calls, he's on administrative leave. Absolutely, the parents complain because he approved of underage smoking and drinking. If y'all go listen to the jail calls with the mother and her excitement of the men that are inboxing Mackenzie, and these are older men. These are men in their 50s, almost 50s, and she's like, "Oh, what'd he say? Oh, what'd he say? Oh, this," and it's cringing. It is cringing. It's cringing to the point of it's almost giving me a lot of SA in the home. It's cringing that he knows his daughter's at the hotel and she's saying, bring me some tanning oil. What are you taking tanning oil to your child for at the hotel? You know what I'm saying? Why are you buying your daughter spray paint? Why this ain't a mother thing? Like, I need some body paint. I need blue, pink, and purple. Why isn't this a conversation for the mother? Why is the father having to go on her Instagram and fix the lighting of her pictures? And you keep seeing she sent an attachment. He's like, I didn't see that picture yet. Why is she taking pictures of herself in the hotel room and sending it to her father? I bet more weird for about the dad will come out. Absolutely, Lot. Absolutely. I agree with that. Did they meet?
Sound like some grooming was going on for sure.
I've never sent my daddy a picture of me out with my girls. I've never. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the handler. Mooey said he's the handler. And he was like, you okay? When she was at the hotel, she's like, I'm in a lot of pain. He's like, well, I'm coming to pick you up now. And it was just the conversation was off. It's almost like they knew she was selling herself in a lot more. And I do believe what Lot said, a lot more is going to come out. My research shows it's highly possible they are gypsies. I think so, Divinely. I can see that. Let me get back into this really quick.
Or slow. He said, I'm saying when you speak to me with disrespect, I don't care if you feel, okay? No. Okay, let's
whole lot of room.
She said these next supplements, she's saying, let me know when it's fixed, question mark. Do you know how to use our music, doll? Good to know to never ask you to do anything again. You just effed up my whole morning. Mind you, she's 17 at the time. That's how she talks to her dad. How about you tell people your plan instead of just effing not going? On the way home from work, can you get the stuff I use for the neck of my project? Can you please go get us a white cloth or some ish from the gas station or Mike's? Something like that. Girl, you don't need to be drinking. You're not even 21. Okay? And especially with you disrespecting your daddy, I wouldn't get you anything. He then goes to say, I'm in bed. I have to get up early and it's Sunday. She then goes into saying, but these next two text messages, can you bring us some, please? We need some, even the ones in the garage fridge. Her dad then says, then come get it. She then says, there are people here. Oh my God. Her dad said, Mom will drop off in a bit. Mind you, this is all on Halloween, too, by the way. She said, bet. He says, bet with a question mark, as in better, question mark. She said, thanks, bet as in good. She already told me what that means. He's still confused. He then goes in to say, okay, now we're on November 2nd. Dom has to move his car. Do you still want the business? She says, no. Now we're on November 3rd. He said, okay. Now we're November 4th. She says, on the way home, get brownie mix. All of these.
Dom's got to move his car. Do you still want the beer? Do you want some beer? You don't want me to get the beer? You get what I'm saying? Like, to keep her quiet, it was to keep the secrets within the home, will do anything you say. Is what I'm getting, Pretty Trucker, from this.
Absolutely.
And I'm blown. I'm blown. Pretty Trucker, are you covering this on your channel? Have you talked about this?
I have. I didn't go in at depth like you did. But I definitely talked about it a little bit over there. Um, it's just sad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's really sad.
It's very disturbing. It's very, very, very disturbing. And I agree. She said, Natty said, this is unimaginable. Sounds like some Lifetime ish. I wonder if he has history of messing with young girls. I'm on to that, Maisha. I want to look more into him. I'm gonna get Time Warp to see if he has any kind of charges and stuff. It's a lot gonna come out. Natisha, I agree. But YT people run households like this. They do. They do, Mooey. They do. They do. And this is how it comes out, unfortunately. It didn't come out then, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised even to the people in their city that allow their kid, like, you know what I'm saying? She didn't just get like this, and the messages show, everything shows her timeline. This family's been like this. He's giving me pedo vibes. Absolutely. Maisha, that's why I asked if he had a record or anything, because he sounds like it. There's no telling. There's no telling. Pretty Trucker, thank you for coming up. I'm getting out of here. I hope
Yes,
you
ma'am.
in the chat. Y'all drop Pretty Trucker's link in the chat for sure. Pretty Truck, I think you should cover it. It's so much that I haven't even. Well, let me stay here, Pretty Truck. Hold on. Hold on. I want to get
Okay.
into some more of this video. Sorry, y'all.
Okay.
Let me get into some more.
The airbags deployed before the accident.
Both side airbags deployed prior to her car crossing the street to hit the sign to get veered into the building.
That seems like a pretty big information that we did.
Yeah, I wonder why the prosecution didn't.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it was, they had it. They got the black box information. The black box is a nonlinear function. It's like plain black box, but it doesn't record sound. It records mechanical, braking, blah, blah, that kind of stuff. It's from 4.74 seconds of that black box.
Yeah.
That's not talking what happened prior.
Yeah.
All the way to when she turned. That's another what?
So everything we saw in that video of her speeding at the
that last moment.
Yeah.
That's
Sorry.
I mean, it would be hard to drive.
Yeah. Well,
He's basically saying that, well, why didn't the prosecution look at the black box? You said, Pretty Trucker, you don't think they did? That's
They
part of the
absolutely
case.
did.
Getting all the evidence you need to show everything. It's the delusion. It's the delusion. It's the narrative that they're like, these people really have something weird going on with them. Why couldn't he wear a nice shirt for the interview? He has no class. They're weird, lot. They're really weird. Dad was introducing her to young guys with a rich family background. Absolutely, Maisha. Absolutely. Absolutely. Much love to the mods for keeping this a safe space. Thank you, Natisha. Natisha says she subscribed to you. Make sure y'all subscribe to Pretty Trucker. He goes into depth, Pretty Trucker. I'm gonna send you all these lives to Instagram as soon as I get done with this
Send them
live.
to me.
You guys, he talks about Dom. He said, let's get into Dominique selling drugs. He starts downing Dom really bad in this interview and so much more.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yes.
Because
Yes.
in the documentary, they talked about him so highly. And you know, my biggest question was, why would you let your 17-year-old move in with a boy that's older than her? And at that, a boy, why isn't she 17 at home? But the young boy,
You went out, Trucker. I'm going to drop the link to this interview, guys. I'm going to drop the link. I'm waiting for Trucker to come back really quick. I'm going to drop the link to this live right now. This is True Crime This Week. This is where the father's interview is, right? That's on the screen. I want you guys to check that out. And really pay attention. Remember what he said in the documentary versus what he's graded to say in this interview with this gentleman here. It's the contradictions for me. It's the Mackenzie is the parent. I thought the same thing. T Mills, she is the parent for sure. She's the parent for sure. I'm dropping these links. I definitely need y'all to go check this interview out. They said they subbed Pretty Trucker. I think I lost Pretty Trucker. I don't know. She's probably at work, you guys. Naja the Great, that's the link to don't forget to check out my girl my girl Anna, you guys. Check out Anna. Go over there. Anna wants to do her story time and stuff. You know, I hope Anna can talk to Jaleesa. I'm gonna see if Anna can talk to Jaleesa to bring us more context. Because if Anna and them got that from Mackenzie in jail, yeah, it dropped Pretty Trucker. I'm about to get out of here, Pretty Trucker, for today. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to send you all the links. I dropped the links in the chat. I'm going to hit Anna up in just a second and see if she could talk to Jaleesa to get more context, because Jaleesa was actually the cellmate. And it's wild. He asked her if she wanted a weed. That's what I said. I know what he said to her. He asked her if she wanted, one of them said, do you want a weed peanut butter sandwich? And they said they don't eat that weed. I could have sworn he asked Mackenzie if she wanted the weed peanut butter sandwich. You know, that's what I want to get into and stuff. Let me drop my girl Brittany's link one more time to her TikTok channel. But I'm going to ask Anna if she could talk to Jaleesa to see if they could get more context. And I told you guys that when Anna dropped that on her Facebook, the crash, the documentary hadn't even came out yet. And that's what she said creeped her out. And it creeped me out too, because I went to the date. Yeah, I'm right to send you everything. Lot said I'm subbing to everyone. Thank you so much, Lot. Thank you guys for the super stickers and the super chats and joining the membership and just coming and dialoguing with me. This is one for the books, and actually I'm going to see how to get on my Twitch, you guys, so we can watch the crash together. I'm gonna let Shank help me set it up tonight, and hopefully we can have story time on Twitch with the crash. We can watch it all together and stuff like that. I do got another interview coming up. I got an interview coming up, you guys, this Saturday. We've covered the Naziah Harris story, and I found a family, a young man who was actually in one of those facilities that Shannon Harris worked in, and he's going to come and talk to me about the abuse that he endured at one of those facilities. And that's going to be Saturday at 4:00. I'm going to have him on the show. It's not so much in depth about Shannon Harris. This is just when Mark D had bought up the harvesting nest that Annette and Shannon Harris had built for Jarvis. He had kind of got into Shannon working at this facility where they were essaying the kids, giving the kids medicine, letting the kids out at night to do things to kind of wipe away the abuse that was happening in inside the facility and stuff. So he's gonna come and interview with me at 4:00, and I wanted to be respectful. He doesn't it's not that he had an interaction with Shannon, but this is a medical facility, a facility for young kids that she worked at and stuff like that. And I want to be respectful because this story is very touching. And he was traumatized, he was abused and stuff like that. So I want to bring awareness to this. Let me drop Anna's link in the chat. So you guys make sure y'all pull up at 4:00 on Saturday. And I'm still working on the Murdoch documentary as well. We're gonna do that one as well. I talked to somebody about Stephen Smith. Stephen Smith was one of the Murdoch victims, allegedly. The young man who lost his life on the side of the road, who they said messed with Buster Murdoch. Yeah. I talked to someone who was locked up with a man that was in the car, a young man that was in the car, that said Alex Murdoch fixed the situation for him. So I'm working, you guys. I'm working. I'm trying to bring some different stuff that we can talk about and bring awareness at the same time to these situations and how real all of this is going on, you guys. So y'all just gotta bear with me and let me work. Let me work. So when I ain't on here, I'm working. I'm working, and I'm still hitting people up about the Murdoch documentary as well. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to drop Anna's TikTok in the link. Make sure y'all sub to everybody and stuff. The true crime this week. I didn't even share a couple of these clips with Mackenzie, but we're gonna be back with more. All right, you guys, I just dropped Anna's TikTok link. Y'all make sure y'all go follow Anna. We don't know what these girls are going to come together and be able to remember and bring. But Anna said it definitely bothered her about Mackenzie and stuff like that. She made that post before the boom thing is taking me. The boom is bothering me. These parents have no remorse for the lives of Dom or Davion. I'm not shocked, but it's sickening. It's sickening. You make sure you check out his interviews with Dom's sister and things like that. Y'all finish checking the interview out with Bougie behind bars for the interview with Cheyenne. Finish that interview. Samanium had dropped that link in the chat for you guys as well. And I appreciate each and every one of y'all. Every time we come together, it is definitely a vibe, okay? Make sure y'all check out Pretty Trucker. She has great topics over there, different topics. One that just might catch your eye. You know what I'm saying? Did she receive enough years? And y'all heard Anna say she's not signing up for anything. She's on the yard. She's doing drugs or, sexual things. Hey, Hama, what's going on? So Happy Thursday. It's sexual things. Yeah. And go check out those jail calls because they're really telling. It'll send you. I ain't even done with the text messages. So make sure y'all go follow Taj over there on TikTok. I want to hear Dom's. I'll be back tomorrow for sure. We're going to play some more text messages and we're going to get into some more. We'll probably finish up this interview and break it down. Hulu and Tubi has other documentaries about this. Okay, I'll check it out on Hulu. Yeah, I heard about Hulu, but I didn't know Tubi had some stuff about it and stuff. She said Hulu, Mean Girls. Okay, I'll check it out. Thank you, Miss Jamila. You guys go enjoy the rest of your day. I appreciate you guys always. Mouthpiece, thank you. Y'all make sure y'all follow my brother Mouthpiece. Mouthpiece has a great show over there. He really does. Y'all make sure y'all drop Mouthpiece's link and follow my brother, okay? Make sure y'all follow Shane Croc as well. He did a live earlier and stuff, so make sure you guys go check that out too. And don't forget to go check out The Crash, the #1 documentary right now around the world. So you know it's deep when it's #1 around the world. Hey, salute everybody. Thank you again.
Miss Parker, the YouTube star, lighting up the screen, you know who you are, bringing news you can use and a laugh or two. She's got the facts, the fun, and the realest view, with a voice so smooth and a smile so bright. She's shining like a beacon in the darkest night. Deep dives on the stories that really matter. She's breaking it down, cutting through the chatter. Pop and stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone, with a heart so the news to amuse and the truth to reveal. Digging for the answers, keeping it real. For those who need a champion, she's standing tall. Fighting for justice, she's giving her all. With every upload, she's making a change. Bringing people together, no matter the range. So hit that subscribe, don't miss a beat. Miss Parker's got the content that can't be beat. Questions we all have, she's not afraid to ask. Uncovering the story, she's up to the task. With a laugh, a wink, and a spirit so true. Miss Parker's got the magic and she's sharing it with you. Pop in, stay a while, you'll feel right at home. She's got a little something for everyone. With a heart so big and an act too strong. Miss Parker's where you know you belong. She's an advocate, a friend, a voice for the unheard. Asking all the questions, never missing a word. Or a second to none. She's blazing like the sun. Miss Parker, the only one. So here's to Miss Parker, the star of the show, bringing light to the world everywhere she goes. Tune in, stay tuned, you'll never be the same. Miss Parker, remember the name. Miss Parker, remember the name. So